Hey guys, Paddy from Smarter here, and today I'm going to talk about how to find and source reliable N95 and KN95 masks. So here at Smarter, we've just completed a study of over 30 masks from manufacturers across China, and what we found shocked us. We found that almost 50% of the masks didn't meet the spec in terms of how well they could filter out things like viruses. N95 masks should filter out 95% of virus-sized particles, but some of the masks that we tested filtered just 50% or even as low as 10 to 20%. So these masks, a lot of these masks weren't great at even capturing viruses. Secondly, out of the masks that did do well, we found that a lot of them were made of poor quality. They had problems with things like straps snapping, glue coming loose, or poor metal parts on the masks. So today's video is about showing you and telling you how you can find and source reliable masks from China. So first things first, make sure you do your background check on the company you're working with. I recommend you use a site like this, which allows you to search for a company name in Chinese, and it'll give you information on how long the company's been operating, the field and sector the company is working in, and whether or not it's approved to sell masks by the Chinese government. So based on our experience, we recommend you find a factory that's been in operation for at least 5 years and is in the health sector. Why do I say that? Well, we actually received a lot of masks from companies that weren't operating in the health sector, perhaps as a sign of poor reliability, or these masks coming from factories that generally make other things like t-shirts or even mobile phone. Number two is we recommend that you ask the factory for certifications on the masks you're getting. Now you'll need to check these carefully. There is a chance that they'll be fake or they'll be from different factories, so it's really important to check these carefully. And really what you want to be looking out for is to make sure that the mask has been tested to meet the N95 criteria, so it can filter out 95% of the pollutants. Another thing to check for is that the factory or the company is licensed to export outside of China, that they have the correct documentation from the Chinese government to ship these masks overseas. The third point relates to the masks themselves. Now, I really strongly suggest you try and get hold of at least 1 or 2 samples of the masks before you buy them. And with this, you can actually do some really simple structural tests on the masks. You can do things like you can pull the straps, or you can check the nose piece and check the glue lines. And now some things to watch out for, as I've said already, are poor straps which snap very easily. Here's an example of one of those. Or even just the glue line at the center of the mask. We found when we just tried to put this mask on, it actually fell apart. Another important one is to check the metal bar on the mask to make sure that that's glued down properly and is not going to break very easily. With these checks, you can at least get an idea of just how reliable the masks are. And if you have the ability, we really suggest that you go away and try and do some tests to measure the filtration efficiency of the mask. So just how well the mask can actually filter out particles. Does it meet the N95 grade? So in short, those 3 things: make sure you do your background check on the company, ask the company for certifications and information on the masks and just validate that. And thirdly, if you can get your hand on at least 1 mask, make sure you do some simple tests to check that it's built well and it's not going to fall apart when in use. And if possible, try and run some filtration tests on the mask. That's it for now. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those in the comments, and check out the links to some of our articles explaining in a little bit more detail how you can find masks and some of the important things to watch out for. Breathe safe.